Hello and welcome to Brett Talks. I might just rant for a little while. I just sometimes have all these thoughts that just run in my head like I'm putting dishes away and I'm like, why are those? And why did they? And why do I listen to the news? And it just goes and goes. And so sometimes I just gotta say it out loud. I live in a house, which is amazing. I had to move to Baton Rouge, Louisiana in order to afford a house. It's less than my rent in Los Angeles. Hi, old friends from Los Angeles. I miss it. And I don't. That's the way things work. Things are both ways, right? And when we get tied into media and Facebook, it's like, it's dislike, it's I love it, I hate it. It's binary, right? We invented computers and then we started to think we were. We aren't. Things are many things, right? Things are many things. And many things are confusing, right? Being trapped in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife and a beautiful little baby who just gets bigger every day. Like he walks like a little man now. He's gonna be. I'm laughing because I heard a twang come out because I've been living in Baton Rouge for a year and a half and I can't help it. Born and raised in New England, pack the can, have it yet. How you doing? Go fuck yourself. As hello, by the way, not even a mean thing to say. Very upsetting to people below the Mason-Dixon line where they think go fuck yourself means you should go put your genitalia in your own genitalia and suffer with that consequence. That's not what it means. Not where I'm from. So things mean one thing and they mean another, right? And things are complicated, right? You know what the most radical thing today is? The most radical thing is now being moderate. I never thought I would say this, but people are so crazy one way or the other. And by the way, the whole political spectrum is made up, all right? It's not an organic substance that came out of the woods or came from God or whatever, or that was laid down by the forefathers, because those political parties' beliefs have switched place. Lincoln, who freed the slaves, is in the same party as the man who responded to unrest about police violence by wanting to put tanks in the street. Okay, so we have Lincoln and then someone who said, after white nationalist protests and violence, they were good people on both sides in the same party. So those parties are made up in the moment, right? Up until not that long ago, a conservative view was it was the government job to stay out of your business, which included abortion, right? So, you can just make that up. You can just decide, right? It is not a liberal point of view to tell everybody how you're supposed to speak, right? That's not liberal, right? But that's made up. It's all a puppet show. It's all blah, 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 blah. Get you wound up, get you nervous, get you excited, get you to send a check to one person or another, right? So, the Taoists were just philosophers thousands of years ago trying to cope with the world, and they were just like, now, what's real, what's now, what's real, what's now. And sometimes we got to do that. More than sometimes. Wait, how often is now? Now is now. Oh, and now, and oh, I missed now. Now again, here we are, we're now. All right, so right now, I'm in my home. My almost 2-year-old is sleeping. My wife's at a doctor's appointment. I'm running my phone and I'm just talking. And sanity is the most radical thing that we can do right now. right now to be sane, right now to understand whatever predictions there are, they're probably wrong. Because there's no way to predict anything, because there's too many factors, right? We can estimate, we can guesstimate, but anybody tells you an absolute about anything, including me right now telling you that if anybody tells you an absolute about anything, they're, I'll say, mostly gonna be wrong, because everything is this and that. Everything is nuts. Like, the sweetest, kindest, smartest people in the world can have the most insane views on a couple of topics that you perceive as banana pants, and they're not bad people. Right? Everyone thinks that they can control what they're thinking about. Hey, don't think about elephants. You know, that whole stupid joke, right? So guess what? If you listen to a song and you don't like it, and then you hear it 4 times, and then you get it stuck in your head, you're either going to tell yourself you hate that song and work very hard to get that earworm out of your head, or 80% of the time, guesstimating, you're going to tell yourself you like it now. And oh my God, now it's a pop song playing over and over in your head, right? That's because that's the way your brain works. Because we evolved that way. That's how we learn. Gosh, you know what? A whole bunch of people in our little community, be it a village or a little town or a settlement or wherever it was throughout the human history, so everybody's saying this one thing. I better remember it, right? And that's how commercials work. They're saying it over and over again. You don't even get to decide. You think you get to a certain age. It's like, hoopah, hey, you're an adult. No, no, it doesn't change. Your brain doesn't magically become, a safe when you when you get to a certain age where you can decide what goes in and what comes out. No, you don't have to do anything. Right? You don't have to do anything. But what I've noticed is that I want to latch onto something, and I want to believe it, and I want it to be simple and have the answer for everything. I'm sweating. That's how excited I am right now. Just to be right here, right now, even though it seems like I'm talking to myself, maybe one person will hear this. And when you hear it, it'll be right here, right now for you. And this moment will be gone for me, just gone. Gone. Weird, right? My wife always says, where does the time go? I don't know. Where does it go? Well, what if it doesn't go anywhere because it never was? Right? What if the most radical decision is to just be right here? What if the most radical thing for people to do in the world would be to compromise? Oh my God, what would happen? This is why I'm repulsed and disgusted and freaked out by politics, and so interested and so attracted to it. It's like, why do we slow down when there's a car wreck, Because there's something in our body that just says, like, we got to check that out and make sure it doesn't happen to me, right? This is how pileups happen, right? People stop and to see the accident get rear-ended. This is like a metaphor for life and politics. I feel like right now, everybody's stopping to watch the accident and the whole system is rear-ending itself, right? We just got to keep moving. Just keep moving, right? Just keep moving. Remember what the Taoists said, who cares what the politicians are doing? Who cares what the mucky mucks are mucking? Live your life. Work your little job. If it's something you like, that's awesome, right? Remember to love your family. Remember that my advice means nothing. Remember that. That'll make you happy. right? You can just write, hey, Brett, fuck you in the comment section. I don't care. That'd be great, right? Because it might mean fuck you to you, but to me it means, hey, fuck you.